Principal sir, teachers and all my dear schoolmates, a very good morning to all of you. Myself Charisma Singh of Standard 8B. Today I conduct today's morning assembly on behalf of my class. Today's morning theme is G20. It means group of 20. We all know without blessing of God, we can't success in our life. So everyone, join your hands, close your eyes, bow your head and let's start the morning assembly. Now all of you. Now all of you.
Now all of you get ready for place. Quality and art, my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I is tied to being worthy of its. I shall give respect to my parents, teachers, treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I place my devotion in their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Jai Hind.
Thought and courageous. So for this, I would like to call my classmate Kriti.
Good morning to all of you. Today's house, India G20 presidency will work to promote the universal sense of one nation, SATYAM, one earth, one family, one future. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thanks Kriti for motivational thought. It's time to know more about the topic. So for a speech, I would like to call my classmate Khushi.
Respected principal sir, teachers and all my dear schoolmates, good morning to all of you. Myself Khushi from Standard 8B presenting here to deliver a short speech on the topic of G20. G20 stands for the Group of 20. It was formed in 1999 in the wake of the Asian financial crisis to unite finance ministers and central bankers from 20 of the world's largest established and emerging economies. It is premier intergovernmental forum for international economic cooperation. It promotes financial regulations that reduce risk and prevent future financial crises. It also creates a new international financial architecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks Khushi for a speech. It's time to know interesting thing in whole over the world. So for amazing fact, I would like to call my classmate Zia.
Good morning to all of you. Today is amazing fact. First, the G20 comprises 19 individual countries plus the European Union. Second, the UK is the largest G20 investor country in India. Third, the G20 nation represent about 2/3 of the world's population, 85% of gross domestic product of over 25% of global trade. Thank you.
Thanks Zia for amazing fact. It's time to know current affairs. So for news, I would like to call my classmate Varsa.
morning to everyone. Today's news headline: International news. G20 Agriculture Depute first meeting to be held from February 13 to 15 in India. National news: Rupees 10,000 crore to be spent by Delhi government on G20 summit pre-related events. Sport news: India versus Australia. Shreyas Iyer join Indian squad for second test against Australia. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thanks for sir for news. It's time to know what is happening past. So for world history, I would like to call my classmate Komal. Good morning to all of you. Today is World History. First, since 1999, the meeting or summits of the G20 are organized the G20 Leaders Summit annually. The last G20 summit was held in November 2022 in Indonesia. Second, life ties closely with India G20 motto Vasudev Kutumbakam and theme One Earth, One Family, One Future. Thank you and have a nice day. Thanks Komal for World History. I would like to call Principal Sir to please come and say few words.
Good morning everyone. Hope are you all everything is the fine today. Today I am here in front of you with information related to what's going on in India and what's going on in the world for India. I hope you all must be knowing about the G20. Let me explain you all briefly. The first question in your mind, G20 or Group of 20 is an intergovernmental forum of the world's major developed and developing economy. It comprises 19 countries: Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, UK, US, and the European Union. Collectively, the G20 accounts for 85% of global GDP, 75% of international trade, and 2/3 of the world population, making it the premier forum of international economic cooperation. The G20 presidency is annual and held on rotation by the member countries. The last few presidencies of G20 have been Turkey 2015, China 2016, Germany 2017, Argentina 2018, Japan 2019, Saudi Arabia 2020, followed by Italy 2021 and Indonesia 2022. India's G20 presidency. India is currently part of the G20 trica comprising Indonesia, Italy and India. India will be assumed the rotating presidency of the G20 from 1 December 2022 to 13 November 2023. Honorable Prime Minister launched a logo and theme for India's G20 presidency on 18 November 2022. The G20 logo draws inspiration from the vibrant colors of India India's national flag. Saffron, white and green and blue. It juxtaposes planet Earth with the lotus, India's national flower that reflects growth amid challenges. The theme of India's G20 presidency, Vasudev Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future, is drawn from the ancient Sanskrit text of the Maha-Upanishad. Essentially, the theme affirms the value of all life, human, animal, plant, and microorganisms, and their interconnectedness on the planet Earth. The logo and the theme together convey a powerful message of India's G20 presidency, which is of a striving for just and equitable growth for all in the world. As we navigate through these turbulent times in a sustainable, holistic, responsible, and inclusive manner, they present a uniquely Indian approach to our G20 presidency of living in harmony with the surrounding ecosystem. Working of G20. The G20 consists of two parallel tracks, the finance track and the Sherpa track. Finance ministers and central bank governors lead the finance track, which Sherpas lead the Sherpa track. The G20 process from the Sherpa side is coordinated by the Sherpas of member countries, who are personal emissaries of the leaders. Finance track is led by finance minister and central bank governors of the members countries. Within the two tracks, there are thematically oriented working groups in which representatives from the relative ministries of members as well as from invite guest countries and various international organizations participate. The finance track is mainly led by the Minister of Finance. These working groups meet regularly throughout the terms of each presidency. The Sherpas oversee negotiation over the course of the year, discussing agenda items for the summit and coordinating the substantive work of the G20. In addition, there are engagement groups which bring together civil societies, parliamentarians, think tanks, women, youth, labor, businesses, and researchers of the G20 countries. The G20 currently comprises finance track with 18 work streams. Second, engagement groups of private sector, civil society, independent bodies, civil 20, labor 20, parliament 20, science 20, supreme audit institution 20, Think 20, Urban 20, Women 20, Youth 20, and a Startup 20. Inviting international organizations and guest countries. In addition to G20 members, there has been a tradition of the G20 presidency inviting some guest countries, international organization to its G20 meetings and summit. Accordingly, in addition to regular international organization, UN, IMF, World Bank, WHO, WTO, ILO, FSB, and OECD, and shares of regional organization, African Union Development Agency, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, Mauritius, Netherlands, Nigeria, Oman, Singapore, Spain, and UAE as guest countries as disaster resilient infrastructures. G20 meetings, more than 200 G20 meetings will be held at locations across the country during India's presidency period. These were very few important points which must be known by each and every youth India. I discuss with it you all. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks, sir, for this information. It's time to pay tribute our motherland India.